Welcome back to another journey with the Crypto Foundation. Today we're going to review Fantom Part 2. We'll look at the Fantom chart, then show Fantom's value versus Ethereum, and compare it to other alts from last cycle. Okay, what we have here is the Fantom USD chart. I just want to emphasize here that these trend lines, the yellow at the top and yellow at the bottom, they're not a huge deal for me. I don't mind using these parallel channels, but often they don't really mean much. Let's jump into current price action. So what happened based on my last video was that price actually did close October above the orange box. Finally, we have October spending more time here. It could October has not closed, and it could close above here again. We don't know. All right. So based on that video, I had mentioned that it had not closed in October, and so once we see the monthly close, it was above this area. So again, that just speaks to how this orange zone is a strong demand area for Fantom USD. So I've gone ahead and marked this orange area as demand area. I still believe that if, let's say, all this rally is given back in Q1 of 24, then this lower level still stands, right? So down to about 15 cents. Now we have broken above this box here where we had spent some time in, and we're making our way towards these next price targets. I have target 1 here at about 33, 34 cents, target 2 at 43 cents. I'm calling that heavy resistance. And then if price were to get here, target 3 could be up towards 67 cents. It'd be similar look to this wick potentially, as again price would have to have a lot of buying to pass by here. So speaks to the chart itself. Now if the whole market continues to rally until the end of the year, then maybe we can make it to this resistance area, and that's what I'll be looking out for. We'll come back to this in a second. Let's go to the Fantom against Ethereum chart, and I've put Cardano against Ethereum at the bottom here. What I wanted to show is since the peak, so January of 18, Cardano had a peak against Ethereum, and then it experienced this down market. It had a pump here, and then it had a pump here, kind of midterm pumps throughout this down market until it rallied again in February of 2021. So what I found interesting was that from the peak of where ADA versus Ethereum was, 65 bars was this midterm kind of relief rally, bear market rally, you could call it. And if we take that 65 months right there, if we do the same for Fantom, if we go from the October 2021 highs, that's where most of the market topped. Fantom did see one of its peaks there. It did have a second one, but this was where all the euphoria was. So if we take that 65 bars right here, it takes us to this peak, about 66 bars. Okay, that's kind of interesting to see. And then if we do from the ADA peak to the next time, it kind of changed the trend. So it went down, broke new lows. Right here you can see broke new lows, spent some time there, try to rally and test what was previous support. It was then resistance in this area. And that was about 108 bars once it did that little relief rally. And that takes us to about November 2023. So other coins such as Solana and Link have really rallied against Ethereum and also Bitcoin. But just from this look, comparing Fantom, Cardano to Ethereum, maybe we get a rally to the end of November, possibly a bit more, and then see the back to this range, or potentially even breaking this range, finding a slightly new low. And I think Fantom is going to be holding fairly strong against Ethereum, just based on seeing this area here is not too far off from this floor. We turn on the log chart here. I swapped them both to a log chart, and we can see here that the July dip when Fantom lost strength against Ethereum here, that low has not been tested, right? I could see Fantom potentially, if this is not a sustained rally for the end of the month, and then put a low where it's testing this low against Ethereum. This line right here is when the halving happened, May of 2020, last cycle. the estimated halving right now is April 15th, 2024. So if we look at this and say, okay, well, how much time do we have from about 108? Again, this is not going to be exact. It could be 109, 108 bars. But let's say from November, December, how much time do we have until the halving? ADA had 15 bars, 15 months where it put in that new low against Ethereum. Here, we could have, it's about 20 bars. So could it be possible that, again, this time is different and we're going to continue to rally, and Fantom is one of the ones that hasn't ran yet because it's a layer 1. A lot of people are starting to look at it now because of the euphoria on Solana. Or we're going to put a couple of candles into here and then drop down as alts get pressured and even lose against Ethereum. Presumably Ethereum will also lose against Bitcoin if you look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. But that's still to be uncovered as well on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. So I just wanted to kind of point this out from the peaks down to these rallies after quite a bit of bear market was already experienced. That it was 65 bars, then about 108 bars. We had similar thing where that peak to here was 66 bars, and now 109 bars is putting us into this area. So going back to this chart, I could see price then hitting by end of November, December area, maybe it's a Santa rally, to this 43 cents, maybe up to the 55. And if we start seeing it show weakness, so let's say January ends up closing below this box here, right, below 43 cents, then maybe we are in line to get to test a low on its USD pair, right? Again, this might be a lower low against Ethereum and also a lower low against the Bitcoin pair. We can go over that in the next part 3 video. I'll do Fantom versus Bitcoin. But if you go back to here and we draw the estimated halving date and switch it to the weekly, could it be that we rally here, right? Test this blue line here as target 1, right here, and then base above it, and then make our way towards here to the end of the year, maybe end of November. Do we just blow through target 1 and get there? Do we reject that target 1 by November, December? That's kind of the scenarios I'm looking out for. And so based on how price reacts at target 1, I'm going to learn something, right? Then we'll see, where are we? Are we in target 1 or target 2? And what's the time? Is it November, December? Is it end of the year? And then watching price action based on if it's here or here. I think there is potentially a chance that January ends up being still a retracement for crypto. And so I guess let's quickly talk about where could Fantom land if it went to any of these targets. It doesn't matter for me, target 1 or target 2, where could it land if January and February are weak months. So we want to see how it would react if it retraced to 27 cents. If it's strong and we're not bleeding in January and February and it bounces off of here, that'll be quite interesting. I'm also going to be watching what happens till the end of the year, and then the first couple of months, January, February, especially February is very critical. I want to know, has February tested this low? Has February tested this low for the Fantom Ethereum pair? Again, I think February is going to be an interesting month to see if we're following similar behavior from last cycle. As always, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Thanks, everyone.